Hello everyone, John Bell's back with another animated movie review. This time, which is another from DreamWorks this summer, The Boss Baby 2, Family Business. What can I say about the first one back in 2017? It had a ridiculous premise of a baby wearing a suit with a briefcase acting like he's working for a company which is Babyco and trying to take down this evil force of puppies because they're getting much love than babies. That was probably the ridiculous thing I've ever seen in a movie. And the only thing good about it was the animation and voice acting from Alec Baldwin and Steve Buscemi, but most of the time their talents were wasted. But stepping into the sequel, I found it better and slightly an improvement to its ridiculous predecessor. And here's why. The story is about Theodore Templeton, aka the grown-up boss baby's granddaughter, before I call Tina, trying to take down this baby disguised as a human played by Jeff Goldblum in order to stop an apocalypse of hypnotized grown-up zombies before he gets rid of them. This is just your typical save the world from evil story. Yeah. But it does make up for it because what I found from the previous film is that there were less baby jokes and less of those ridiculous Michael Bay style action sequences, which is impossible seeing for an anime film for the most part. Another aspect about it is that, like with another DreamWorks film made for younger audiences, Home, its heart is in the right place, closer, like with scenes of the relationship between Timothy Templeton and his daughter, called Tabitha Templeton. While this story is typical for an animated kids film, it does make up for it for improving its flaws from the previous films and had more heart to it. With the previous animation, I almost felt like it's something like it was made in Japan, like with those big eyes and big heads kind of stuff, and like how it looks in terms of design almost felt a bit too anime for a DreamWorks film, but it's definitely distinguished from the different designs they've made previously. While in this film, while it maintains like the bright colors and imagination sequences coming from young Timothy, it was a nice upgrade to the designs of the characters and make them more expressive in their looks. Oh, and one visual highlight is with when there's a scene for spoilers, but when Tabitha's singing off key before her talent show in school, the young version of Timothy helps her out with a song, and then it transforms to this amazing animation sequences, like with music notes, colorful, with audiences in style of like stick figures. I thought that was amazing to look at. I prefer this style of animation than Spirit Untamed, which its previous it was lacking. Nice upgrade, but still maintains its style. Now for the characters, there isn't much about them. Starting with the main three, Tina, Theodore, and Timothy. Starting with Tina, she's like taking over the boss baby's role as trying to stop evil. Wow. The two Templetons are just like their same roles as like the same buddy movie, but at least it wasn't Toy Story like. As for the villain played by Jeff Goldblum, Dr. Armstrong, he just took over the villain of Steve Buscemi from the previous, and while his plot's less ridiculous, like with Steve Buscemi had a forever puppy, it's still not enough to do with hypnotizing. But one character that had potential and wish had more screen time was Tabitha. Sure, she's like the typical smart girl, but I found her charming. On a side note of Timothy, he's replaced with Jason Marsden, and he is no Miles Bakshi as the young version of him, or Tobey Maguire as the adult version of him. So all in all, The Boss Baby 2 Family Business is a slight improvement, but I wouldn't say it's theater worthy. See, like with its story and characters, they make it much more like they're most forgettable. But the animation is still a visual beauty. But I'm glad that there were less baby jokes, you know. And if I were to make a recommendation, I say just watch it on Peacock and not in theaters, because most of you might view this as average for the most part. And if I have to give it a rating, I say it's a 6 out of 10, a decent film, and I prefer this over Spirit Untamed anytime. Now join me next time as I do my next review, Space Jam 2: A New Legacy. I know it's a live action anime hybrid, but this will be a special one. So stay tuned and have a happy 4th of July to all of you.